This is DC Anime Review. This is Christina speaking, along with Ponja and Doreen. And we're going to be discussing a new anime called To Your Eternity,
Well,
Season 1, Episode 1.
is it new because the manga exists, but this is a new anime technically.
Well, yes.
Say
Well,
It's
the
totally
anime,
brand
yeah,
new
that's
that
what
we
I meant.
never. We're going blindly because this is a brand new anime.
Yeah, we have
And we
not
never
we have
even
not
read
we
them.
have not read the manga, so please no spoilers.
Yeah,
We
please.
don't
We have
want,
no idea.
We don't want manga spoilers, so
Yeah, don't tell
just keep
us.
that in mind. If that happens, I'll be deleting those comments. So you have been warned.
Yeah, exactly. So, what does everyone think?
So no, how about we do this? Have you guys heard of this anime before? Like, do you have any knowledge before watching this anime?
No.
No,
Wow,
Not-
I'm the only one.
Yes.
pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
But I just found out that actually the one who did the silent voice is the same person.
Yes, it's
that
created by the same creator that did a silent voice. So I guess that means prepare your tissue boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Have something
Yes.
to cuddle with while you're watching this, because I had my Yamper with me, so.
I had nothing. And you know me, I cry with everything recently. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be crying throughout this entire show.
Yeah, probably me. If something really hit me, I'm really gonna get emotional. Chrissy, you're too easy to get emotional now.
I can't help myself. It just
No, but I
I'm like a river now.
No, but there's nothing wrong with that because it's nice to see, to feel emotion about something that's very, it touched you. It touched your heart about it, and.
I
that's the thing.
mean, I was already invested in this anime because one, it's made by the same creator as A Silent Voice. Second reason is because Utada Hikaru is doing this theme song, so it's like now I have to watch this. Third reason is the narrator's voice actor, and y'all know what my reason is.
Let
for
me
that.
guess.
What?
Sato?
Yes.
Of course.
That's so fun.
I'm
That
sorry.
is
That Japanese
that is
voice
so
actor
mean.
does things to me. I'm sorry. I'll admit I have a problem.
You do. I know. Anyone that voice acts, that has Sato's voice, you are into the show. It doesn't matter what the show is about.
That's the same reason
Yeah.
why I got into ID Invaded. I'm like, okay,
I
well.
Which I love ID Invader. That's actually a pretty good series to watch. If you hadn't seen that, you should watch it. It's pretty.
Yeah, check it
it's
out.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's a good anime.
So,
And also Silent Voice too.
So, To Your Eternity, it starts off with an orb. Random
Mhm.
orb. I'm pretty sure that orb is going to have some hidden meaning or something later on. The orb turns into a rock. And then the rock
Mhm.
turns into a wolf. It's
Mhm.
like, what is this shape-shifting shenanigans going on here?
I know. I wasn't sure where at first where it was heading. I'm like, okay, we have an orb, becomes a rock. Wolf comes near the rock. Wolf dies. Rock morphs into wolf.
Like, is
Then-
that orb a good thing or a bad thing? Like people who have read the manga, just answer yes or no. Is that orb a good thing or a bad thing?
I know.
Yeah.
I want to
Yep.
know too.
Because it depends what this orb's gonna morph into. Because the thing is, first of all, it was an orb. We don't know yet where the orb came from or created from, but it starts an orb, then it was a rock, and then it reborn into a wolf, and then and then it's just crazy because this. I think this orb supposed to represent life.
I think so
Uh,
too.
That's what I'm thinking. And I noticed that when something dies, something passes on, it morphs into something. It just remind me.
It gets
Sorry, go
reborn.
ahead.
It gets reborn into the thing that died.
Yeah, and that's what I found interesting. And I just thought about this movie, John Carpenter, The Thing, like that. That I hope it doesn't turn like that horror movie. I hope it doesn't turn like that shaping that start eating people and everything like that. Like I hope that's not the case, but so far it's not like that. It's not like that yet. I don't know. I hope not. but it just kind of reminded me of that movie of the shape shipping. Like it could turn into any form. You don't know what it really is, but in this series, it started as an orb. It started as an orb first before it started becoming something else. So it's very interesting about it.
Yeah, and then we have this child who's been like abandoned by his entire family because they all died trying to get somewhere. I guess to quote unquote paradise, whatever paradise is in that universe.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if they were maybe trying to look for help or something, and when they went to go look for help, then they died because they didn't come back for 5 years. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Like the boy, like I kept thinking about this book I read when I was a kid called The Island of the Blue Dolphin. If you guys read
Oh
that
my
book.
god!
No, but it seemed a little similar because like he think that they're coming back and they never came back.
Yeah, because he was going through the 5 stages of grief, and he's in denial right now.
Exactly, and and realizing he is the only survivor. He's alone in this blizzard, blizzard with his wolf companion.
Basically,
that he
middle of
named
nowhere.
In middle of nowhere, and it's just very sad because he's trying to be hopeful. He's trying to bring hope. He tried to keep on with his companion, his wolf companion that he named Joan. I think Joan or something.
Joan, yeah.
Joan,
Yeah.
something like that. And he keeps hoping oh, we're gonna be. We'll see them soon, or it's just, they went to go for paradise, and then you feel bad because
He went through all that.
he went through that, and then there was this rock with that pointed up, saying going north, and he going around a circle, and you find out he going around a circle
Circles,
because
yeah.
he already marked that spot, and he come back to the same spot. He realized he just came back to the same spot without realizing, and it's sad because he got hurt, he got wounded. Not only he got wounded, he got sick. He got really, really sick. And it's just it started to get very sad.
Yeah.
It started to get really, really sad.
I heard a lot of people cried with this episode. I was getting emotional, but not to the point that I gotta cry.
Yeah, because I felt that too. I felt emotional. I did feel bad, but I think it's gonna get more. Once we keep watching the series further, it's gonna make us more emotional than ever before. I see this is gonna be a very
I see it as a sad
series.
show.
Yeah.
I can see it already. It seemed very sad, and
I mean, it is interesting. We have 50 million questions in the first episode.
I know.
One question is, what is this boy's name?
Yeah,
we
don't
don't know this. He's unknown. This boy had no name.
Does this child have a name? I mean, as far as us from watching the first episode, nobody said his name.
Yeah.
So
Nobody
we don't know
said
his
his name. We don't know his name. And then I noticed something interesting because when the orb morphed into the wolf, he morphed into the wolf that was injured.
Yeah.
And he had an injury on his left side. And it was the same way with the boy in the same position. And then when he morphed into the boy, he had the same wound.
Yeah, because the boy unfortunately died because the boy was getting very sick going out there in the snow and the blizzard, and he was getting frostbite. And he was getting bad fever, and there's no medication, and there's nobody to take care of him, and it's this poor kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's very sad because he's all alone. He doesn't have medical assistant. He's trying to survive, and it's and the saddest part before he passed on, he tells the wolf that to remember me forever.
Yeah, I think that's what triggered his transformation, his shape-shifting transformation to transform into the boy.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And I think this is it's so sad because that boy lived. He was the only one who survived, and he passed on. And now the question with him is that now that he became the boy,
he's gonna have all this child's memories.
Yeah.
exactly. And not only that, is he gonna if he gonna say who's the boy's name is, or is it like he's gonna keep the wolf name? I'm just curious. Or is he gonna finally talk and speak? Because right now he hadn't talked, he hadn't spoke yet. So I'm just curious about that of his development, like when he. And now I'm like thinking that if every time someone pass on, he's gonna transform into that person,
yeah,
or
maybe.
or that thing or that animal, like whatever he can morph into. And I just wondering, because I keep thinking about the wound on his left side. Are they gonna? What is that connection though? Because it seemed like I see that. Like the first one, the wolf had the same side on the thighs. It was on the left thighs, and the boy had the same thing.
Yeah.
There gotta be a pattern with that.
There's gotta be some kind of connection, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. This is just episode 1.
Exactly. I guess we're gonna find out as it goes on. As the show
Show
goes
goes
on.
on. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess anything else
Anything else, Chrissy?
before we go into final thoughts?
No, no, I don't think so. I don't have anything else to say. It's just very sad that like we didn't even really get to know
The
the
kid?
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's why they probably didn't give him a name, because I feel like sometimes when they give someone like a name, you get an attachment to to the.
I
to the
mean,
per-
you saw
name
the.
or,
I mean, if you
kinda-
saw the name of the episode, it did say the last one. So
Yes.
the
that's
title of
true.
the episode
That's
is
true.
called The Last One. So
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But that's interesting how they did that, because we didn't catch that yet until when we got to the end. Now we understand why that episode was titled The Last One. And I was like, and now it's just interesting, like now that when he goes, is he gonna go and find paradise?
I guess we'll have to see, because neither one of us has read this manga, so we don't know.
That's why
we don't know.
don't
We're going into this series completely blind.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We have no idea. Where like this is our first time seeing something totally brand new. That it's not like oh yeah, like we know like My Hero Academia or Bleach or anything like that. This
Or
is
like you knew the entire thing with Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
You knew you can say everything that you know. You're like, I already know.
Yeah, this. No, I'm going in completely blind. I don't
We're
know.
we're all kind of completely blind going into this.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we don't know what to expect.
So
We don't know what to expect. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess those are our final thoughts. Like
I think so. I guess until we watch episode 2 of this,
yeah,
and
exactly.
keep going.
I mean, but so far I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I like
Yeah,
it.
it's not bad.
I'm
It's not
enjoying.
bad.
I enjoyed this first episode. It was nice, and Utada Hikaru is always doing A+ material with her songs as always. But we'll see. Doreen, anything else?
Well, we're definitely it was very different how we watched this anime, because I didn't expect that to the end, like what just happened. And it's really very interesting how this series gonna continue on, because I believe it had to do with life and death, and I think that's what this show's gonna be about a lot.
I think that's gonna be the symbolism, life and death. Yeah. And then I think it's that orb.
Yes.
I don't know why. I just have a feeling that orb is making decisions for everybody in that universe.
I think so too.
I think so too. And it's not, and it's totally like, like the slime, like, that show, like I reincarnated as a slime, things like that. It's totally different. It's a little different because
well, this is not an isekai anime, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's not like that, but it's just like interesting that it's because I honestly believe that orb represent life and it represent death. So it represent both. So, but it's like, we're going to see. We'll see what
What I
happens.
really want to know is who's in charge of
that's
this
what I
orb.
want to know.
I know. 'Cause all you see, I remember in the very beginning, there was a hand that was holding the orbs. So I don't know if that's
Is it
supposed
the
to represent God.
narrator?
Like, I don't know if that's supposed to represent when you look at it, it
Yeah, because it's like I
represents
send an
God.
orb down or whatever, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, is it the narrator speaking? Is the narrator gonna pop up in this show?
Yeah.
Is that
Ooh.
was it his name? Remember in Princess Tutu, Drosselmeyer? Was that his name?
I think so. I don't remember.
I don't remember. I haven't
Wow, I
seen.
haven't seen it in a while, Princess.
Forgive me if
Tutu.
I messed up, but I know the guy that was like in charge and they're like their little puppets
Right.
and stuff like that. Like that's how I feel like.
Dance
Right.
puppets dance.
Drosselmeyer.
But
Anyways.
anyways, this was a really good first episode, and I'm excited for the second episode. I'm excited for next week.
I know, me too.
Yeah, I'm actually. I can't wait to see.
We have a lot of questions, but
Yes,
I'm pretty
we
sure.
do.
But like we've been saying, this is the first episode, so we shall
Mhm.
see you guys for another fun podcast for 2 Year Eternity next week.